So hi guys, in today's session, basically I am going to explain you all the rules, protocols and things we follow while writing a content for us. So whenever anybody start writing a content for us, they have to follow some protocols. What these protocols are? In some cases, these are the style how we write content. In some cases, it is the technical things related to the on pages. So we believe writing only a content over the Word document is going to be a old thing very soon. People need visibility. The content generation nowadays is very high and the content consumption is also very high. So we do not want to generate a content which will not be viewed by anyone for for its entire duration, for whatever duration that content will be live, right? We want to create a content which get visibility. And to get the visibility, there is one thing which we know which works without taking any advertisement charges for us. And that thing is search engine optimization, the concept. If we apply this concept in our content can get visibility, and that is too without any advertisement and regular expenses. Okay, so we are going to teach you, you know how to write a content. Now we will teach you how you can write a content which can get visibility, especially in search engines. Okay, and with this, as I already told you, I will tell you some rules which you need to follow while doing content for us, writing content for us. It is nowhere related to on-page SEO, but it should be followed. Why it should be followed? Because every company have a system, have pattern, have standards. So this way our company also have system, process, fixed process to do things and a pattern. So that pattern will only be seen once we follow a same conditions. If we follow the conditions in our ways, then every article will look like a different website altogether. So we do not want that. So let's start the session very quickly. So guys, the first thing I am going to tell you is when you will write content on our website, you are going to use fonts, font colors and font size. Obviously your font will be having some font type, like what is the name of the font, what is the color of the font, what is the size of the font. We want to tell you that you will not make any changes in font type of the font, in color of the font, and in the size of the font. Why we are setting this rule, guys? Because we have decided these colors after consulting with some brand experts, and we are not going to have access of those brand experts again and again. So whatever they have decided for us, we want to follow it for some time. Might be in future, we are going to have some brand experts in our company. At that time, we can do experiments. But right now, because we do not have anyone to consult, so whatever font type, font name they have decided for us, font color, font size, we are going to use the similar fonts everywhere. So what you have to do, you do not have to do anything. If there is an option to change the type of the font, don't change it. If there is an option of changing a font color, don't change it. If there is an option to change font size, please don't change it. So now I will come to the second point which you need to follow while writing for us. So title, URL slug, focus key phrase, related key phrase, synonym key phrase. I will give you all these things in the Google Sheet. I will tell you where you have to paste these things in editor mode. I can make some mistake. In such a case, follow the below step. So what I am explaining these here is, guys, title of the article, what should be the URL of the article, what should be your focus key phrase, related key phrase and synonym key phrase. I am going to provide you all these things. How I'm going to provide you? I'm going to provide you in a Google Sheet. Now you have to paste these things in your article when you are writing an article at the back end of our website. Okay, so at that time you have to paste these things. Where you have to paste each of the things, I will tell you. Now guys, what happened, because I am creating this for each one of you, and might be doing, while doing so I can make mistakes, like everyone can do mistakes. So might be I will do a mistake. Now what you need to do when you find that I have did a mistake while creating all these things, you will notify me about my mistake. I will correct my mistake over Google Sheet if required. Otherwise, I will make you aware of the concept. What do I mean by this second point, guys? Now you think that I did a mistake, but due to some unawareness about some concept, you do not know that I did that mistake intentionally. That mistake which you are seeing as a mistake is going to benefit us in some way. So whenever you find a mistake, don't correct it directly. That's what I mean by these steps. Because might be that will not be a mistake. Okay, and we will also not be informed. So whenever you find that there is some mistake, then you will notify me about my mistake. I will correct my mistake over the Google Sheet if required. Otherwise, I will make you aware of the concept. And then only guys, you will implement the same on the article. Sometimes guys, what people do, they find that I have did some mistake. They do the changes in the article and they do not let me know that they have changed, might be the URL, title, focus key phrase, related key phrase, or synonym key phrase. They change it themselves. So guys, make sure that you do not change any of these things at your own. If you find that I did a mistake, then just let me know first. I will make a correction, or I will make you aware about the new concept which you do not know, and then you will correct the mistake in the article. I hope that point is very clear. Still, once we are on the Google Sheet and I will show you the editor mode, I will explain you this. Now guys, let's talk about the focus key phrase, synonym key phrase, and related key phrase. What are they? So guys, generally for every article, we used to target one focus key phrase and 4 related key phrase. Means totally every article we used to target 5 key phrase. What do I mean by that, guys? We target 5 key phrase. So I tell my website, I communicate to my website that, see, if somebody search for these keywords, these 5 key phrases like IS coaching in Delhi, then please show my article. My article is relevant to it. I try to communicate this thing to my website, to my article, by optimizing it on page wise. So we optimize it for 5 key phrases. Then why one is called focus key phrase and 4 is called related key phrase? Because out of those 5, one used to have lots of traffic. Like I tell you, in the IS coaching in Delhi case, IS coaching in Delhi is a focus key phrase, but UPSC coaching in Delhi is a related key phrase. Okay, and might be a synonym key phrase. I will come to synonym key phrase, or might be IS coaching institute offline coaching in Delhi. Might be it is a related key phrase. It is having a traffic. I want people to read my article when they search about this, but this is not having lots of traffic. So there is a 5 key phrase which we are going to target for every article, and out of those 5 key phrases, out of those 5 key phrases, we are going to make one focus key phrase which will be having more traffic and 4 related key phrases. Now who will decide this? Not to worry guys, I will decide this, that whatever, which keyword will be focus and which will be the related. So I will decide this for you people. You just have to put it in the article. I will give you all these things in a Google sheet, as I said. Okay. Now I will come to the synonym key phrase. Guys, we can add synonym of every 5 key phrases. Okay. But we will add only one synonym key phrase. To whom, to which key phrase we will add this synonym key phrase? To our focus key phrase. Okay, what this synonym key phrase called? Will we add any key phrase with our 4 related key phrases? Yes, we can add, but we will not add. Okay, because that will make things more complicated for us. So for related key phrase, we will not add any synonym key phrase, but for focus key phrase, we will do add synonym key phrase. So what this synonym key phrase is? So basically guys, sometimes our focus key phrase, which is having a lots of traffic, is making a similar sense with some other key phrases also. Like I gave you the example Abhi. So one is IS coaching in Delhi and the other one is UPSC coaching in Delhi. Both have the same meaning, exactly same sentence, but both of them start with a different word. One is starting with IS and the other is starting with UPSC. But both means exactly the same. So if my focus key phrase is IS coaching in Delhi, what will be my synonym? Like it will be like UPSC coaching in Delhi. Now, uh, do you have to decide this? No, guys. Just focus on your content. I am going to provide you the same in the Google Sheet. You just have to paste it from Google Sheet to the some place at editor mode, which I am going to show you in some time. Then guys, we have categories, subcategories and tags. So again, this is the same thing. I am going to tell you what is the category name, what is the subcategory name and what is the tags, and you will paste it in the editor mode. I will tell you guys where you have to paste it. Now we have learned these things. Now let's do one example. Okay, just give me a second. I am opening few things so that I can show you what I mean. So guys, I am opening one content writer's uh, Google Sheet, and I am also opening my website. I will share my screen in just a minute. I will share my Google Chrome screen in just a minute. So guys, I have shared my screen with you guys now. Now this is the back end of our website. As you can see, it is in WordPress. So here only you are going to write article for us. How you are going to write, I am going to explain you. And this is how our budget looks like. It is loading right now. Just wait for a minute. Yeah, it's loaded now. So guys, let's come to the you have to go to the post section first. So where is the post section? This is the post section. So here what you will do is you will click on add all posts, or you can click on add new also, because here you are going to write a new article, right? Let us suppose this is your Google Sheet and I have given you a new article which you need to start. So you will go to all posts, you can click on add all posts, or you can click add new article. Let us suppose you have already written that article, half article is already done, then it will be shown in all posts. Okay. But let us suppose you want to write a new article, you can go it from here also, and you can go it here also, add new article. You can see a button here, right? So you can click on add new article and you can start. Because we are writing a new article, we will click on add new article. So guys, now I got a few things from my best guide team and I have to start writing my article, and I will tell you where you have to post each of these things. Okay, this is having category, subcategory, tags, is having title, link of the article is there, focus key phrase, related key phrase, keyword synonym. So I am going to write that. Now guys, I have to add a title here, the first thing coming. So what is the title of my article? This is the title of my article, guys. So where all I have to post this title of my article, I will show you the places, all the places where you have to paste this. Okay, you will go there, here, you will click on Yoast, you will open this, you will remove page, you will remove title, you will add a title here also. Now you will go at the end, you will go to the social button, and this is a Facebook share preview, and it is asking you Facebook title. You will paste your title here as well, and you will go again to the Twitter preview, same thing, and you will paste your Twitter title here. So you have added the title to all the places it is required. Now you will come back and you will go to the next thing. So guys, I have changed the order, so you don't do it. Maybe you missed something. Go with first by first. So the first thing is category, health and care. Where is health and care? Where is the category I need to add? So category is generally this section. So this is your SEO section, and this is the settings section. I will go to the settings. I will click on document, and I will go down. I will click on category, and my category is health and care. So here I do not have to paste this. I just have to select it. So I can see health and care. I have selected it. Now I will check my subcategory. Subcategory is physical fitness. So I will go to my article back and I will select physical fitness. And now I will now I have selected the category and subcategory. Now the third thing is tags. My tag is yoga, comma, informative content. Means I have two tags. So where I have to add these two tags, I will go there. And if I am adding these tags for the first time, I have to type it properly. Or if I am typing, if I am not adding it for the first time, somebody or me only earlier did it, then it will show me. But you just make sure whenever you add a tag here and you are doing it for the first time, use the first word of first character of each word capital. So I will type YOGA. I can see somebody already created this tag. So I will select this. Then my next tag was informative content. So I will type informative content, and I can see it is already created. I will check the spelling again. Yes, it is the way I wanted. So now I will select this also. So here in the tag section, I select yoga and informative. Now I will come back to this. Now this is guys for your information, type of the article. It is not need to be pasted anywhere. So just you can just read it and ignore. You do not have to paste it anywhere. Okay. Now you will go ahead. Now your title comes. Now you again guys, you do not have to bother about the title of your article. Because we have already did it, right? Where all we have to paste it here in Google, your section in Google preview in SEO title, we have pasted. Then we have pasted in Facebook title and Twitter title. Where it was here at the social section. I've selected this at the last. Now guys, I will come to the next point. Now here it is the number of characters count in the title. So I have to keep a check on how many characters I am taking for any title. Again, you do not have to paste it anywhere. It is for me. You just have to ignore it. Okay. This is for this information for you. Again, not to paste anywhere. This is the information for me. Just ignore it. I'm just counting that the number of characters is fine in the title. It should not exceed certain limit. So here guys, I am going to add the link of the article. I will tell you about this later. Now I will move further to the focus keyword. Okay. So focus keyword is learn yoga at home. I will copy this and I will go here. Now I will click on use button. Okay. Once I will click on used button, Y button, this will come up. So I have to paste my focus key phrase, right? So here I will paste my focus key phrase. Now I will go back article and I will start pasting the related keywords. So in related keywords, I have how to do yoga. I will copy it, and where I have paste, add related key phrase. I will click here. I will paste it. Now, once I paste it, it shows me to add synonym. But do remember, in related keyword, key phrase, you do not have to add synonym, guys. We will only add synonym in focus key phrase. Okay. So just close it for now. Now I want to add another related keyword. Let's copy that also. And then very quickly, let's do it for everyone. Now I paste it. I will ignore synonym. I will come back. I will go late again. And I will click yoga at home. I will copy this as well. I will go and I will select this. I will select this. And this is done. Now the last keyword is related keyword is led, that is practice yoga. I will copy this also. I will come here. I will add a related key phrase. I will copy it and close it. Okay. Now I have to add a keyword synonym. Learning yoga at home. Learn yoga at home is my focus keyword, and my keyword synonym is learning yoga at home. I will copy this. Where I have to paste it? So synonym of focus key phrase is present in SEO analysis. So when you open SEO analysis, your focus key phrase is written here and it is showing me key phrase synonym. Here you have to add a synonym. So I will add a key phrase synonym. Now I will close this also. Now my 4 or related keywords are added. My focus key phrase is added. Again, my related for synonym of my focus key phrase is also added. Okay. Now I will go next here in the sheet. So here guys, in this sheet, I am going to tell you that your status is assigned or approved. Let us suppose I have published this article, so I will click on approved. Once I have given you this article for writing, I will click on assign. This will be managed by me again. Here guys, our review team or me will add a remarks for your article. Once let us suppose you have done your article work and you did some mistakes, then we will mention those mistakes here. Okay. And we'll add those mistakes here. We can add those mistakes here and you can correct them. Now guys, this will be the name of the person who is doing a review of your article and mention these mistakes. Okay, and this will be your name. Here you will paste meta description. Here you will paste meta description. This column will be empty from my side. I will tell you what is meta description and where you have to put it. Just ignore it for now. And here will be the status of the writer. Here you can mention your status: completed, not started, working over it, whatever you want to say. Now guys, here review team is going to give you some message, right? Correct this, correct this, correct this. Might be you also want to give them some message. So you can give them the message by putting your message here. Okay. But there is one more thing which you need to consider while writing a message for them. I will let you know that thing later on. Okay. So here we left 3 things guys: meta description, remarks. I am going to tell you how it's gonna work, and remember I have left link of the article also. Okay, so now what I'll do is I will go to the Google preview section again, and here they are asking me for slug. Okay, here I will put my URL. So I will copy this, I will go there and I will paste it here. Okay, and I will close it. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do. Okay, now let's move to the other things in the document. I guess we have covered all the things mentioned in the document: key phrase, focus key phrase, title, and then we talked about this category, subcategory, tags. So let me share my Word document with you guys again, and let's go through it. So guys, we have covered for title, URL, slugs, focus key phrase. We have covered this focus key phrase, synonym key phrase, and related key phrase very carefully. And we have covered category, subcategory, and tags also. Now I will come to the headings. So guys, we have different type of headings like H1, H2, H3, H4. The H1 heading is your title. So whatever the title of your article is now, it is by default your H1 heading. You do not select it that let's make it H1 or H2 or H3. You can so select it, but it is by default. Means your title used to be the H1 heading. So we should not use more than one H1 headings in an article. So more than one, why I'm saying, because your title is already H1 heading, means you are not going to use H1 headings in an article. So whenever you add a heading to your article, it can be anything, but will not be H1. So while adding headings to your article, make sure you will keep it H2, H3, H4 as per your convenience, but you will not mention them H1. Now you have multiple options. You can name the heading H2, H3, H4. Now how you will do it? Now let me explain you the same over here, and then I will explain you the same over the WordPress also. So let us suppose this is my structure of the article. Okay. So I have three main headings in my article. The first heading name is main heading 1, main heading 2, main heading 3. Because I cannot keep my main headings or any headings H1, because my H1 is already the title of my article by default. So I will make them H2. Now let us suppose I am adding any subheading of my main heading. If I am adding a subheading of this main heading and this is H2, now what this will be? This will be H3. Now I am adding another subheading. What this will be? This will be H3. Now let us suppose in this subheading, I have added one subheading of my subheading. So I have added two subheadings of my subheading, and that will be H4. So guys, why I am telling you that when you are adding a main headings to your article, you are not confused that it should be H2, H3 or H4. It will be H2 only. Let us suppose you are writing something under it. It will be H3. Let us suppose you are writing something under H3. It will be H4. Let us suppose you have put H5 under H3. Then that is not allowed. If you will do such things, article will come back to you for the correction. And you also do not want to correct the article again and again. My review team do not want to make do the review of the article again and again. And it is a wasting of time and money and efforts. That's why I also do not want that. So make sure if you are adding any subheading to any heading, then it will be +1 only. Don't make it +2 or -1 or something like that. So if any subheading is under this H3 heading, It will be H4 only. It cannot be H2. It cannot be H3. It cannot be H5. It will be H4 only. I hope you got my this point. Now there is one more rule which I want to set. So what this rule is, that let us suppose you are adding any subheading under any heading. Let us suppose here we mentioned two subheadings now in under one this heading. Now here in this heading we have added two more subheadings under it. So why we use subheadings under each heading? So the reason of using them is that we have multiple subheadings, multiple things to discuss about that particular thing. And with the help of subheadings, we try to bifurcate them. We try to classify them. So what do I mean by that? Basically, guys, I mean by that is that let us suppose you are adding only one subheading under your heading. Let us suppose there is only one subheading here. Then you do not need to that means you do not want to basically classify the things in different heading. You are just using this subheading as just like that. So what the rule is you have to make sure you will use more than one subheadings under each heading. You cannot use only one subheading under each heading. Why? Because using of subheading only means you have multiple subheadings under one heading. The basic function, the basic necessity of subheadings is that you have multiple subheadings under one heading. So if you do not have multiple subheadings, might be combine your subheading and headings or added at least 2 or 3 subheadings to your headings. I hope this point is very clear to you. Still, I am going to explain it to you in the article. So let's go to the article very quickly. I am going to share my the Google Chrome screen. Just give me a moment. So guys, let us suppose I have added one heading here. So I will click on this. I will click on heading and it is H2. Yes, it should be H2 only. Now I will write it as heading. Now I will add one more heading here. Now I want this heading to be my heading 2. Now guys, let's go on and let's add a third heading. Now this time guys, I want to add a subheading to heading 2. Okay. So this is called sub. Let us suppose I name it subheading 2.1. Now because it is the heading of subheading of 2, it should be H3 because my heading 2 is H2, right? Because my heading 2 is H2, my subheading should be H3. Okay. Now I will go down. Now I will add one more subheading. Again, one more subheading under H2. I will make this also H3. So guys, what I am saying is, what I am trying to explain you here is that if you have only one subheading under your heading, do not add it. Okay, do not add it. But if you have multiple subheadings, then only add it. Then what is the way? Let us suppose I want to show something under my heading and it is one only. What I'll do, you will do something like this. You will convert this to paragraph first. You will click here, you will click on paragraph, you will write heading 1.1 and you will make it bold. This is how you can do, guys. This is basically a way out. If you, let us suppose you want only one subheading. I have told you not to add one subheading, but if still you want to add it, this is how you can add. Okay, but I still not recommend it. But still, if you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, guys. One more thing, I have make this bold, right, so that it look darker, and it is looking lighter right now. Okay, please don't do anything with your headings. Don't touch on bold. Let me show you why. So this is your subheading. I am selecting it and making it bold. And if you can see, it become more lighter. This is more darker. If you can see properly. So never make your heading bold. Never. Okay. Make your heading normal only. By default also, guys, whenever you add a heading, let us suppose I am adding heading sample. So by default also, when you see, it is not bold. Okay, so don't make it bold. Okay, because once you bold it, it will become lighter. Okay, the default heading is more highlight. Okay, so I hope you got my this concept also properly. Now I will come back to the Word document again, and here I am going to tell you about images. So guys, in the case of images, you have to use images from free stock. You can use images from free. You can use free stock images. What are these free stock images? Free stock images are the images, guys, which you can use anywhere without any permission from the owner. The owner will not do anything. Guys, if your image is not a free stock image, the owner can sue you, can ask you for the compensation, can take a legal action against you that you have used their images, you have used their property. So how we got to know that we are using a free stock image only? So guys, you have to use the platforms. Those platforms will named as, one is named as pixels.com, another is freepic.com, and there are many. You can just Google list of free stock images website. Just Google it and you find a list of places where you can find images. So you have to add an image also not to the article. So you can use these platforms for the same. Okay. Then guys, what should be the format of the image when you use an image on our website? So guys, the format of the image should be JPG or PNG. Okay. So when you will use JPG and when you will use PNG, so whenever there are images with background, you will use JPG, and when there is a transparent background, I hope you have seen the images with transparent background, which will show the color of the background of our default background only. Those are called PNG images. You can use PNG images. In most of the cases, guys, you will not find a need to use PNG images. You will only going to use JPG images. Guys, basically why I'm telling you is this is because sometimes you create images. Once you create it, you've got both options. So make sure that you download the JPG version of your created image only. Because if you will download the PNG version of it, we will not allow it. Guys, why we do not allow it? Because the size of PNG images is generally higher than the size of JPG. So both the images, same images, no difference in resolution with the normal eyes, because one image is in the PNG format and the other is in JPG. Both will be having different sizes and PNG will be having higher size, because guys, these images also used for higher resolution. So guys, in some cases, in exceptional cases, you can use PNG images, but you have to take special permission from my end. Matlab before even uploading the image on the article, you have to ask, tell me about your exception, and then I will allow you the same, and you can use the PNG images. Now let me tell you what those conditions are when you can use PNG image also. So guys, there are many places when your image is full of many things. It is having many things. And when you are downloading it in JPG format, the resolution is losing and it is not properly visible to the reader. But when you downloading it in PNG format, because PNG format have higher size, higher resolution, that's why the each element of the image is very clear. In such cases, might be in special cases, I will allow you to do so. But please contact me before using them. It should not be like that you have used it and then you are asking me and showing me something like that. Okay. Now, guys, I will go to the image size. So image size, you can use any image size, guys, you want, right? And sorry, you cannot use any size you wanted to. We have two sizes. One is rectangular and the other one is square. So the rectangular size is 600px into 335px. I will tell you what is it and how it is useful for us. Don't get scared with these unknown things. These are very easy to do. And you can use square size also, guys, which will be 600px into 600px. Basically, this is the ratio, kind of a ratio of your height and width with some resolution factor in it. Okay, so guys, your image size, this is the size, means the layout or the length or breadth of your image basically. So here I'm going to talk about the size it is carrying, it is taking wherever we upload this image. So the image size should not be more than 30 to 50 KB. It should be in between only. But in special cases, guys, when you are not getting any solution related to it, you can use images with higher KPs as well. Guys, then I am going to show you one small tool which is known as tinypng.com. Many of you have might be used this tool earlier, but I will explain you again about this tool and the use of this tool. Okay. Now, guys, I will also talk about text over image. So in text over image, I am going to have font name, in font name. What do I mean by text over image? So guys, you can add a text also na over the image, so that image will say something, image will look more potential, right? It will show more potential, it attract more users. So you can add your content also over the image, but you have to take care of everything. Let us suppose you are writing anything over the image while designing it, you have to use this font only. This is the name of the font. It is easily available at the software which we generally use to edit all the images. I will show you this when I will do it. Okay. Now guys, the font will be having some color. So you can use two colors only, black and white. So if the contrast, if the background is little darker, use white. When the background is little lighter, use black, right? So you can use black or white in different cases. Then guys, you will add some background element. What is the use of this background element is, many times when we add a content over an image now, sometimes our image hampers or might be the content over it is not visible properly, and sometimes both the things happen. So I will tell you one method, right? With the help, your image will also look decent and even your content will be visible properly. So I will give you one such example in this session only, just once I complete this complete section. So guys, whenever you upload a name, you upload an image on our website now, whatever name you have saved the image now, with that name only it will get uploaded. But we do not want that. We want you to work over image name. So image name will be the name of the image once it is on your laptop and you are uploading it on your website. So it should be relevant. The name of the image should be relevant to the basically the image. So let us suppose image is showing someone cooking. So we can add an image name as cooking. Okay, something like that. Okay, so your name should say something about the image, right? So why I'm saying this, guys, I will come back to this later, but just keep this thing with you right for right now. Then guys, with the relevance, so I told you that let us suppose you have an image where someone is cooking, so you name the image cooking. And let us suppose we are writing an article on uh, uh, best recipes in India, best recipes of biryani. So best recipes of biryani is my again focus key phrase also. So you will make sure that your image name will have focus key phrase also. So your image name should have something relevant to the image. It should not be like your focus key phrase only, but at the same time it should have your focus key phrase as well. Okay, so you just make sure that also now guys, we will move to the next point. Now there is one image all description. Here basically, guys, what happen is you explain it to you explain your image. So in while naming the image, you have named it, right? But in when you want to describe the image, so all description is the option where you describe that image. Okay, now let me tell you how you can describe the image and what is the use of, sorry, let me just explain you why you do it. Okay, so guys, whenever we search on Google Images, any keyword we search, what we got to know is that we get some recommendation, right, from Google, right? They will show us some images relevant to the word we searched, okay, or set of words we searched, and it is very helpful many a times, right? So in our, especially in our college time and school time when we have to do projects. So guys, how it works basically, how Google got to know that this is relevant. Guys, Google got to know with the help of image name and all description only. So guys, make sure your image name will have something relevant to the image. It should have something relevant. It should contain your focus key phrase, and then all description also, guys, add some sentence which is explaining your image relevant to the image, and it should contain your focus key phrase also. So basically, guys, if you will put it in a very, let us suppose you have added 20 images in an article, or let us suppose not 20 images, 10 images in an article, right? And you have added 10 images in an article, and then you want to what you want to do is you want to add just give me a minute, guys. So guys, sorry for the inconvenience. So I said, when you decide an image name, it should be relevant. When you decide a image or description, it should be relevant again. Both should contain focus key phrase. Now how they are different? So guys, in image name you have a limitation now. You cannot write a complete sentence explaining the image. You can use might be one, two, three, four keywords, four words, right? Your image name will not be more than four words, huh? Right? But your image or description can be one or two, three sentence. It have a limit of 120, as a rough limit of 120 characters. Okay, so you can add I guess or two sentences very easily for any image description. So basically in your image name, you are explaining it with the help of two or three words. And in the all description, basically what you are doing is you are doing the same thing with the help of writing a proper sentences. Okay, but don't go long. It should not be more than 120 characters. In 120 characters you can write two small sentences, but I guess not more than that. And you can check in every possible case, it will be different scenario. So you can check limit is around 120. It is not very hard and fast, but yeah, it should be around 120 characters, like 130, 140 is fine. Again, 110 and 100 is fine. So that's about the images. So now guys, I told you to take the images from the free stock platforms, huh? So guys, those are free platforms. Might be you will not get your relevant image every time from those platforms, or you will get the same image again and again for that particular keyword, and you want to use different images in different articles, right? So what you will do, what you will do is you will add the image credits. Okay, so what you will do, you will copy the image in any other article, and you will give them credit. Okay, how you will give them the credit? So from whatever article we have downloaded that image and uploaded in our platform, we will give the link of that article just below the image. Means at the caption of the image, will give them a credit. Now how to do it, I will explain you. Okay, so guys, then let's talk about the featured image also. So guys, what is the featured image? Featured image is, guys, basically the first image of your article, which also shown when you share article with someone, and it is also visible when you enter into the article, na? So the first image over which you are seeing title of the article also written, so that first image is basically your featured image. So the featured image has some different terms and conditions. It has some same conditions also from upper side, but yeah, it has some different rules also. So let me let you go through that. So what the rule says, image should not have any content over it. Guys, as you know, when you enter into an article in our website, especially on featured image, we used to showcase our title, our breadcrumbs, author name, date of the article, right? So we used to mention lots of things in our article, right? So what you have to make sure, you have to, sorry guys, you have to make sure that your image should not have should not already have some content over it, because if the images will also have content over it, and in the when you enters into an article, will automatically show a title or lots of other things over that image, then those will collide with each other. Okay, and those will collide with each other, and so might be your title of the article will not be visible properly. So whenever you select your featured image, in your normal images in an article, you can write the text over the image. You can choose the image which is having a text over it. But when you are selecting a featured image, you should not write any content over that image, and you should not use the images as featured image which is having any content written over it. So just make sure that. Okay, now guys, the second thing is dark color. Why it is not suitable at all? So guys, if you have seen, when you enters into an article, now I will show you these things. Okay, once you enter into an article, okay, so in our article in our at our website, the so I told you that over the featured image there used to be a title visible, right? So the font color of that title is white. So let us suppose at the background your featured image is lighter, or might be white color, and our title is also white. Now nothing will be shown, nothing will be visible to the reader. So if you want your reader to easily read your title of the article, the first thing in of your article, when a reader enters in your article, make sure that your featured image should have a dark color, because once it will have a dark color and anything with the white font will be written over it, it will be shown properly. So that's another thing. Guys, sometimes what happen is that people use dark images, but they have some white small portions also in those dark images. Now those small portions somehow got coincide with the white font of the title. Then also it creates problem. Okay, but yeah, as I said, after finishing this image section, I will show you what I exactly mean. So don't worry. Okay, it will be understood to you guys. Now, guys, I have written something else also in the featured image. So if you are copying an image from any other website, then you have to use your featured image again somewhere in the article also, so that in the caption you can give them credit. So guys, let us suppose we have copied any image which we use in between the article, right? So we have copied that image from some other article. What we did is we basically give them a credit by giving them a link of their article in our caption of that image. Let us suppose, guys, we are not able to find our featured image in free stock section. So now what we'll do, we'll copy our featured image of the article also. Now in featured image, we do not have an option of caption. Okay. So how we will give the credit to the person? So what we'll do in these cases, if we are downloading an image, our featured image from some other article, we will use this image two times. One as a featured image and one as a normal image in an article. So that wherever we will mention them as a normal image in an article, we will give the credit to the article from which we have copied this image. Now guys, it has some old rules again, that you have to use rectangular image only. Guys, here you cannot use square image. Your featured image must be rectangular only, and pixel size will be 600px into 335px, and the overall size of the image will be 30 to 50 kb. It can increase, but in special cases only, and you have to use tinypng.com. I will tell you how to use it. Your image, guys, here your image should have background, because in some places your this featured image is acting as a background only. So you make sure that it is always in jpg format. Then guys, image name of this featured image and description is also relevant. Might be your featured image will be shown in Google search. So guys, what is the benefit if we'll get a search on Google images? If your image is coming on the popular Google's images search, then guys, you will get visitors also. So you are getting visitors from Google search. You are getting visitors from Google images search also. So I hope you got this image concept clear. And now guys, I will take some doubts, and after that I will take a break. Okay. But before going to the break, I will take doubts. Guys, don't ask doubts related to images, because in images you might be having some doubts, because I haven't explained you anything over the browser. Once I will explain you everything in the browser, there will be very less number of doubts. But yeah, if you have doubts related to subheadings, category, focus key phrase, keyword, synonyms, you can ask your doubts. Okay. In for images, I will ask your I will take your doubts later on, because I haven't explained you properly. In the next half after the break, when we will start the session, I will take your doubts. Please mute your mics if you are not speaking anything. It is creating a noise at background for everyone. So, guys, now please raise your hand if you have any doubt regarding whatever I explained till now. Guys, raise your hand. If you are not able to raise your hand and you do not know how to do it, you can basically unmute yourself and tell me if you have any doubt. Okay. Okay. Guys, how many of you have doubt in images? Okay. So guys, we are taking a break. The break will be of 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we'll start the session at 4 p.m. again. I will send you the link at 4 p.m. Okay, and we'll start the session again and we'll try to cover the remaining things as soon as possible. Okay. Anything else from my side? Yeah. So we'll start the session with from images only. Right now I've just read whatever we have written. Now I will explain how to do it actually. Okay. So let's hope. Guys, please do attend second part of the sessions. Rest, as you know that I am doing a recording of it. It will be helpful for you. But yeah, please don't rely on recording if you are available. Do attend the second part of the session also, because people do not watch recordings. Okay, recordings are very sometimes very boring. Okay, so and the next part of the this session, guys, is going to have some few interesting things. So I hope you got my point. So just let's start the session again at 4 p.m. I will share you the link. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm ending the session right now, and I will reshare you the link at 4 p.m. And please make sure that you will join at 4 p.m. so that we do not have to wait for 5 or 10 minutes to join, so that everybody can join. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye. See you. Meet you. Let's meet after 13-14 minutes.